3, 2, 1.
A stenographic machine consists of letter keys, a space key, a correction key, and a numeral that operates like the shift bar on a typewriter. The machine is operated with both hands, and several keys may be struck simultaneously to print a complete word with one stroke. A stenographic machine is used by a court reporter to make a written verbatim record of a court proceeding. Max Bartholomew invented the first successful shorthand machine in 1877 and is considered to be the father of the stenograph. While Ward Stone Ireland, an American inventor, is considered to be the father of the modern shorthand machine. And so for now, let us discuss the difference of a machine shorthand keyboard to a regular computer keyboard. A machine shorthand keyboard has fewer keys than a computer keyboard. It only consists of 22 keys than the usual keyboard that has 70 to 101 keys. In machine shorthand keyboard, you can press multiple keys at the same time, unlike in the regular keyboard that you can only press one keys at a time. It does not have keys for punctuation marks also, unlike the regular computer keyboard. You can also type here as much as 65 to 70 words per minute, while in the regular computer keyboard, you can only type 40 words per minute.
Hello, my name is Neo Calistro. I'll be discussing about assign finger for each case and finger positioning. So dito po nakikita po natin, ito po yung keyboard ng machine shorthand, which is parang bago po sa mata natin kasi nasanay po tayo sa computer keyboard na dun nga po kompleto yung alphabets niya. Dito po parang kulang-kulang siya kasi dito mas mapapabilis rin po yung pag-process niya, like may ano na po siya, may parang may advance po siya na yung mga word or itatype po na lalabas na po agad yung malapit niya na word, like ganun po. Dito po sa taas na letter, ito po yung initial consonant nyo, which is your beginning letters. So, tapos dito naman po sa may right side is your final consonant. Ang ano po, yung tinatawag natin na ending letters. Then dito po sa may baba, yung vowels nyo po. So dito po sa bawat letters po na to, may mga naka-assign po siyang fingers. At nakatip po to sa may gitna kasi dalawa lang po yung kamay natin. Then your left and right hand, may naka-assign po siya doon na fingers bawat letters po dito. Ito po yan. So dito po makikita nyo sa may picture, bawat fingers po ay may naka-assign na letters. So isisin po natin, ito po yung sa may left little po natin is your S, and dito naman po sa may left ring yung TK po, and dito sa may PW is your left middle, and dito po sa may HR is your left index, and dito po sa AO is your left thumb. Dito naman po sa may right fingers natin, may mga ito po yung mga naka-assign na, ay sa may right little po natin is your TS and DC dito po, and dito naman sa may right ring is your LG po natin ito, and dito naman po sa may PB is your right middle, FR nyo po is your right index po, and your EO or your vowels po dito sa may right thumb is E po. Then ito po yung mga ano natin, mga naka-assign pong finger sa bawat keys po dito sa machine shorthand keywords natin. So ito po yung example ng sample words para mas madali po natin natutunan. Wait na. Ito po. Your word is part. Part po siya. Part. Hanapin po muna natin yung initial consonant niya, then yung vowel and the final consonant, which is your P. P is your P. Yung P po natin, wait lang. Yung P po natin, yun yung initial consonant niya, yung P. P. Yung P po natin is your initial consonant, and yung A po naman natin is your vowel, A. And your RT is your final consonant po. Then release. Basta may release. Release. Yan po siya. Tapos, yung mga naka-sign fingers po sa kanya is your P, the left middle, and your A. Ito po siya yung A. Yung vowels nyo po. Yan yung left thumb nyo po. Then, your R is right index po. Ito po siya, right index. Then, sa may T po is your right little po. Yan lang po. Thank you.
Good day, everyone! I am Ronaldin Barago, and I will be discussing the part 1 of missing letters in left chorded keys. If you will take a look at our machine shorthand keyboard, you will notice that there are missing letters. The missing letters in the keyboard has its own code so that you can create a words other than the letters in a machine shorthand keyboard. So you will see that letter B is missing in the left keys and is present at the right keys. So this is your left part of the keyboard and this is the right. So take note that you can use the letters in the right keyboard for the initial letter. Okay? So letter B is coded as PW. For example is bag. You will write it as PW, A, G, and then release. W is a code for the letter B, which is the beginning letter, A for your vowel, and G as your ending letter. And then don't forget to release. Okay? Other example is beer. Beer is, you will write beer as PW, AOE, R, and then release. So, PW is a code for letter B. AOE is a code for long E. And R for your ending letter. PW as your beginning letter. AOE, which is the long E for your vowels. And R for your ending letter. And then release. We are going to move forward for the next missing letter. The next missing letter is letter D. So, letter D is coded as TK, which will you found at the left part of your keyboard. So, for example, is dress. So, dress, it will be written as TKR, E, S, and then release. So, TK is the code for letter D. So, this will be your beginning letter, TK and R. TKR for beginning letter, E for your vowel, and S for your ending letter. Then, release. Next example for letter D is date. So, date will be written as TK, AEU, T, and then release. So, TK is a code for letter D. AEU is a code for long A. And letter T for your ending letter. So, letter E will be crossed out since hindi naman natin siya naririnig. So, the next missing letter is letter F. So, the code for the letter F is TP, which is this one. So, for example, is far. So, far will be written as TP, A, R, and then release. TP, code for F, for your beginning letter, A for your vowel, and R for your ending letter, and then release. Okay? Another example is feel. Okay. Feel will be written as TP, AOE, L, and then release. So, TP again is a code for the letter F. AOE is a code for long E for your vowel. And L as your ending letter, then release. Okay. Let's move on with the next missing letter, which is the letter L. So, L is coded as HR. Okay. HR. Always remember that. Okay. For example is lips. So, lips will be written as HR, EU, PS, and then release. Okay? HR is the code for letter L. EU is the code for letter I. PS for your ending letter, and then release. Okay? HR is your beginning letter. EU as your vowels. And PS as your ending letter. Okay? Another example will be lap. Okay, lap. So, you will write lap as HR, A, P, and then release. HR is code for letter L, A as your vowel, P as your ending letter, and then the release. Okay. Next one is the missing letter M. So, the code for the letter M is PH. For example is mat. Okay. Mat is written as PH, A, T, and then release. Okay. PH is the code for M, which is your beginning letter. A as your vowel. And then T as your ending letter. Of course, the release. Okay. Let's move on with another example for the letter M, which is the melt. Okay. Always remember that the code for M is PH. Okay. Melt is written as PH, E, LT, and then release. PH as your beginning letter, which is the code for M. E as your vowel, and LT as your ending letter, and then release. Okay. So this is the part 1 of the left chorded keys in machine shorthand. So later on, we will be discussing the second part of the left chorded keys. That's all. Thank you.
Good day everyone. So I will now continue the second part of the discussion in left home. So our first letter is letter N. The code in letter N is T, P, and H. So our example is needle. Needle. We type needle in steno by our initial letter is T, P, H. Our vowel is A, O, E, and our ending letter is DL, and then release. So the assigned fingers are T, P, H, A, O, E, T, and then L. So the assigned fingers in letter T is left ring, P is left index, H is left, P is left middle, H is left index, AO is left thumb, E is right thumb, B is right little, and the last is L is right ring. So that's the example in letter N, and the second example is knit. So we type knit in steno by our initial letter is T, PH, our vowel is A, O, E, our ending letter is T, and then release. So our the assigned fingers are T, P, H, A, O, E, and T. T is left ring, P is left middle, H is left index, AO is left thumb, E is right thumb, and the last is letter T is right little. So that's the code for letter N, and the second code for letter G. For letter G is T, K, P, W. So our example in letter J is grub. Grub. So we type grub in steno by our initial letter is T, K, P, W, and then R. Our vowel is A. Our ending letter is B, and then release. So the assigned fingers are TK,
P, W, R, A, and B. So the assigned fingers in letter K is left ring, PW is left middle, R is left index, A is left thumb, B is right middle. So that's the first example in letter J. And the second example is grade. So we type grade. In steno by, our initial letter is T, K, P, W, R. Our vowel is A, U. Our ending letter is T, and then release. The assigned fingers are T, K, P, W, R, A, EU, D. So the assigned fingers in TK is left ring, PW is left middle, R is left index, A is left thumb, E is right thumb, and the last is D is right little. So that's the code for letter G. The next letter is letter Z. The code for letter Z, is S, T, and P. So our first example is 0. We type 0 in steno by, our initial letter is S, T, P. Our vowel is A, O, E. Our ending letter is L, and then release. So the assigned fingers are S, T, P, A, O, E, and then L. The assigned fingers in letter S is left ring, left little, T is left ring, P is left middle, AO is left thumb, E is right thumb, L is right ring. So our next example in letter Z is zap. So we type zap in steno by, S, T, P. As our initial letter, A. As our vowel, P. As our ending letter, and then release. So the assigned fingers are S, T, P, A, and P. The assigned fingers in letter is left little, T is left ring, T is left ring, P is left middle, A is left thumb, and the last is letter P is right middle. So that's the code for letter Z and the example. Our next letter is Y. The code for Y is K,
W, and R. So our example is yield. So we type yield in steno by our initial letter is K, W, and R. Our vowel is A, O, E. Our ending letter is L, T, and then release. L, D, and then release. So the assigned fingers are K, W, R, A, O, E, L, and D. So the assigned fingers in letter K is left ring, W is left middle, K, R is left index, AO is left thumb, E is right thumb, L is right ring, and the last D is right little. So that's our first example in letter Y. And our second example is yours. Yours. So we type yours in steno by our initial letter is K, W, R. Our vowel is O, E. Our ending letters is R, S, and then release. So the assigned fingers are K, W, R, O, E, R, and S. The assigned fingers of each letter is K for left ring, W left middle, R for left index, O for left thumb, E for right thumb, R for right index, and the last is S for right little. So that's our code for letter Y and its code. And the next is letter J. The code of letter J is S, K, W, and R. Our example is just. So we type just in steno by our initial letter is S, K, W, R. Our initial is A, O, U. Our ending letter is S and T, and then ST, and then release. So the code, the assigned fingers are S, K, W, R, E, O, U, and then S, T. So the assigned fingers for ST is left ring, left little, K for left ring, W for left middle, R for left index, AU for left thumb, U for right thumb, TS for right little. So the next letter, our last letter is letter C. So the code for letter C is KR. So our first example is chord. So we type chord in steno by our initial letter is KR. Our vowel is OE. Our ending letter is RT, and then release. So the assigned fingers are K, R, O, E, R, and T. Assigned fingers in K is left ring, R is left index, O is left thumb, R, E is right thumb, R for right index, and T for right little. So that's all.
For the right hand chorded letters, there are letters are missing, which is letter M, J, K, and N. So we'll talk about the codes of those missing letters. Letter M. The code for letter M is PL. Ang assigned finger niya ay right middle at right ring. For example, the word line. Susulat siya sa machine shorthand, HR for L, and sa I, long A siya dahil may silent letter tayo, which is yung E, kaya yung gagamitin natin is vowel A, O, E, U. Another example is frame. Isusulat natin yung frame sa machine shorthand. Yung code na initial letter, PPR, vowel A, E, U, ending letters, PL. Yun yung code ng M. So, gagamit pa din tayo ng long vowel, which is yung code is AEU dahil may silent letter pa din tayo ng letter E. For the missing letter naman, sa right chorded letter, na ang code is PBLG. At ang assigned finger niya ay right middle at ring right. Pag nag-type ka sa machine shorthand, isasabay mo yung ring middle at right ring kasi magkahilera sila, so ito-crock mo siya. So, gitna ng code ng PB and LG. Isasabay mo siya sa pindot. Example, yung age. Uunahin natin yung vowel kasi wala naman tayong initial letter. Ang code ng A. Long A, vowel AEU, ending PBLG. Ang code ng J, may silent letter pa din na E. So, gagamit tayo ng vowel na long A. For the next missing letter, letter K. Wala naman letter K sa right chord ng machine shorthand, so gagamit tayo ng code na DG. Na ang assigned finger ay right middle and right ring. For example, make. Initial letters, PH, vowel AEU, ending DG. Gumamit tayo ng long A kasi meron tayong silent letter na E. Next missing letter is N, na ang gagamitin natin code is PG. Pag nag-type po tayo ng PG sa shorthand, track po ang gagamitin. Ang assigned finger naman niya is right middle. Example, min. Initial PH, vowel AOE, ending PB. Gumamit tayo ng vowel AOE kasi long E.
Afternoon, my name is Krista Lauron, and then my topic is all about the numbers and assigned fingers and then examples. So let's start po, and then so ito po yung itsura ng machine shorthand o yung parang keyboard ng machine shorthand, which is may numbers dito na represented. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So, ganyan yung assign niya. And then, yung 5 is dito sa left thumb. And then, yung 0. Same lang siya sa same lang siya sa letters na which is ito yung left hand, which is andito yung mga initial numbers, which is ito yung 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then, itong sa vowel. And then, ito namang right is symbolized as sa letters naman is right hand is yung ending numbers, which is symbolized as 6, 7, 8, and 9. So, yung vowel is itong 5 and 0. And then, yung sa sign fingers naman is yung number 1, ang assign fingers niya is left little, and then sa 2 is left ring, and then sa 3 left middle, and then yung 4 left index, and then dito naman sa 6 sa right naman tayo, which is sa ending numbers. Ang 6, ang assigned fingers niya is right index, and then sa 7 right middle, and then sa 8 right ring, and then yung assigned fingers naman sa 9 is yung right little. Para maging siya sa machine shorthand, para mag-type na yung number before ka kailangan pindutin mo muna tong number sign para maging numeric number siya. Para yung keyboard, pag nagpindot ka dito sa keyboard, magiging number, hindi magiging letters ang kalalabasan. First, unahin mo muna tong pindot para maging numeric number. So, yung tawag nito, yung pagkasunod-sunod niya is yung initial vowel, and then ending numbers 6, 7, 8, and 9. Ending. Hindi siya pwede na mauuna yung hindi pwede mauuna yung ending bago mag-initial. So, yung example naman niya is for example, pindutin natin yung 71. Paano isulat sa machine shorthand yung 71? So, katulad nga ng sabi ko, hindi siya pwede mauuna yung ending number o yung right hand numbers sa initial number. So, may code tayo na sinusunod. Paano isulat yung 71 is ganito. 17, and then code niya is EU, and then release. So, kaya kaya missing yung EU is dito siya igagamit. Siya yung code ng ganito, inverted. So,
Ang tawag dito, inverted. Para ma-type mo yung 71, kailangan mong baliktarin yung 71, which is mauuna yung initial bago yung ending. So, ang mangyayari, ganito. Initial, ending, and then code na EU, and then release. And then, sa assigned fingers naman niya, so, isusulat natin. So, yung 1 is, yung assigned fingers is left little. And then, yung 7, sa ending numbers is right middle, and then yung EU right thumb. Yan yung assigned fingers niya. Another example sa inverted is 94 equals, isusulat ang 94 sa machine shorthand is, so hindi man siya may problema tayo kasi hindi pwede mauuna yung ending letter sa initial letter. So gagamit tayo ng code 49 EU, which is yung code, and then release. Sa assigned fingers, 4 left index, and then yung 9 right little, EU right thumb. Okay. Pag nauuna yung ending letters bago mag-initial, ang gagamitin na code EU. Ang tawag dito ay inverted. Paano naman pag double yung numbers? Double numbers represented siya sa code na letter D. So, example 11. Paano isusulat sa machine shorthand ang 11? Ganito. 1 and D represented by double numbers and then release. So, sa assigned numbers naman is left little, and then ang D right little. Ganyan lang siya. Pag double numbers, ganyan lang. Ang double numbers represented sa letter D. Double. Next topic, paano naman yung double na zero? Ang double zero, kanina double numbers, ngayon double zero. Ang double zero is, ang code na ginagamit niya is letter Z. Kaya wala tong numbers kanina, yung D and Z, E and U, kasi yung EU is represented sa inverted, ang D represented sa double number, ang Z naman is represented sa double zero. So, yung example dito is yung number na 500. Isusulat siya sa machine shorthand na 5 code na Z, which is represented sa double zero, and then release. Yan lang. And then yung assigned fingers 5, which is ito 5, ito left thumb, and then yung Z represent assigned fingers little right little. Yung naman, yung more than one syllables, like 2 syllables, like 3 3 digits number. So yung 3 digit number is, yung example is 215. 'Di ba? Pag binabasa na siya 215, ganon. So ganito yan siya isusulat sa machine shorthand. 2 release. Kasi diba 2 syllables, i-release muna siya. And then, magkasama si 1 and 5, si 15. So, 2 release and then 15 release. And then yung assigned fingers niya is si 2 left ring, and then si 1 left little, and then si 5 left thumb. Another example is 451. So, magkasama si 4 and then magkasama si 51. Ganito siya isusulat. 4 release. So, di naman siya pwede mauuna. May problema tayo, di pwede mauuna si ending kaysa initial. So, ang gagawin, katulad kanina, gagamit tayo ng inverted. So, babalik ta rin natin, mauuna si 1, susunod si 5, EU, release. So, yung assigned fingers niya, si 4, left index, and then si 1, left little, and then si 5, left thumb, and then si EU is right thumb. Ganyan lang siya. Next naman is, paano pag 4-digit numbers? Like example, 56, 71. So, ganito siya. Si 56 magkasama and then 71 ang magkasama. Ganito siya isusulat sa machine shorthand. 56 release. Pwede siya kasi hindi naman nauuna si ending. Walang problema. And then si 71 may problema tayo. So, gagamit tayo ng inverted. So, magiging 1, 7, EU, release. Ganyan siya. And then, yung assigned fingers is 55, left thumb, and then C6, right index, and then si 1 sa 17, left little, and then si 7, right middle, and then si EU, right thumb, right thumb. Ganyan siya isusulat. And then yung assigned fingers niya. Pag yung number is, yung 0 is nasa gitna, ganito lang yan siya. Example. 208. Ganyan. So, nakikita naman natin na dire-diretso lang siya. So, ita-type lang natin 208. Kasi diretso naman siya, walang problema. Si initial nandito, si vowel nandito, and then si ending nandito. So, dire-diretso lang. Paano pag ganyan? 903. So, ganito yan siya. Ganyan. Si 9, mag-isa, release, and then, ito, hindi, di ba may problema tayo dito, hindi siya pwede. So, gagamit tayo ulit ng inverted. So, magiging, siya, si 3, 0, and then EU, put, and then release. Ganyan lang. So, yung assigned fingers nitong 2, left ring, and then si 0, left thumb, and then si 8, right ring. And dito sa 9, sa 903, si 9, right little, and then si 3, left middle, and then si 0, left thumb, si EU, right thumb. Ganyan lang.